aggressives in the top 3.
No way. It's just, it can't be possible. I don't know, but I'm getting that urge.
Halo guys, gitu Ki.
Good matchup between both teams.
Yep, it's gonna be Framesy. He's so versatile on that card. And Udil, this is the man to look out for on that gusher.
I mean, that Claude in the group stages was just a thing of beauty to watch. He solo carried that game single-handedly against Freddy's.
Yeah, he was crushing it through. And not to mention, Udil as well. I think everybody can kind of just give him the respect he needs. He is an A-class player.
Yeah, but now, going into this, it's all on that drop. Who is going to show up in that drop? What kind of tactics have they prepared?
I don't know, but Kimi is looking pretty prominent here.
Oh, do you think so? 100%. One thing I can be sure of is that Diggy will be banned out.
Ooh.
Onyx has banned Diggy all the way through in their group stages.
Yeah, I think with Onyx, they have some great team synergy. They've got some really good timings on their fight. Like, when you see them go in, they go in like an AI robot exactly in sync. They've got some telepathy bonding. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, I want to see what do they change coming into this. Just remind everyone, you are watching IDNS against Onyx Esports later after this. We have a hot game. Geek Fab going up against Esports SG, the rematch of MPL Finals.
I don't know, man. Today's games are just, you want to see everything, but also your brain is like, I have to, but I have to keep watching.
This is
I can't
MSC,
take my eyes
man.
off.
This is MSC. Every single team here is a champion in their own right. They play so well, and every single game is going to be tight.
But you have to admit, Onyx did bring up a very important point during their interview. It's about, the country's meta. What do they
What do you want to call it? That's what's going to make the difference.
I mean, Miss Clicker, Miss Flick. All right, fine. I won't take that one. But Onyx Esports overall, they don't look like they can bleed so far. They haven't shown cracks in their gameplay. They haven't been, taken down a notch by anyone so far.
Yeah.
This might be it. This might be the one time we'll see them drop a game.
They need to be on point. They cannot put their foot off the pedal. They have to keep on going. They are known for their aggressive early game. Let's see whether they're gonna show up.
It could, the tables could turn here. Onyx could be like, you know what? I'll take the Diggy Kimi combination, and then we'll just see complete oppression.
Well, let's see how things will go about. But of course, this is gonna be huge. MSC 2019, as you mentioned, really live on Facebook, but you can come down here live at the Smart Aranita Coliseum to watch all the players, all your favorite players here. Go wave at them, take pictures of them as well.
Yeah, buy those tickets. They're having Q&A sessions with these teams. teams. And this is only a one-day thing, so come on over. Please buy your tickets here. The Mythic ones are sold out. They've already given goodie bags, I've heard.
Yep.
Excuse me, what? Goodie bags?
Yeah. And of course, there's a lot of giveaways in between as well, so come down, have the fun. It's almost a full crowd. It is a full crowd, actually.
Yeah, almost a full crowd. It is a full crowd. Everybody wants to be able to watch Mobile Legends at the comfort of their home or live, where you have a crowd chanting the names of your favorite teams at your back.
Yep, of course, but going back into this, do you expect any odd picks coming up from either teams?
Farmers?
Well, let's see as we go into the draft. Game 1 between Onyx Esports and IDNS. And surprise, surprise, Diggy's banned out.
Yeah, Onyx really doesn't want to deal with Diggy. It's oppressive. It counters so many team fighting
Out. Is it going to be the Harif Grok combo that we see so many times?
Yeah, we've seen it a couple of times here, but it kind of depends on where Onyx wants to go with this. They could easily decide, hey, I can ban out the Claude here. IDNS says, all right, that means I have to give something over.
They take away the Grok, so no Grok ban from IDNS. What is their second ban coming out for them? Could be the Cho, could be the Kaja, a lot of things up for grabs.
Yeah, I do think personally that IDNS is more likely going to ban out the Lunox, giving Onyx Esports.
I don't think so, because the thing is that Onyx has not shown that they wanted the Lunox throughout the group stages at all.
Oh, that is true. So now Onyx, Kaja is looking super, super good.
They want to Cho.
Oh,
Here,
that's...
right here, they've shown as well, they don't care about the Kaja, they like the Cho over the Kaja.
I kind of disagree here, man.
I mean, they went 4-0 during the group stages.
That's true. Where am I to criticize these guys? But these guys are professionals. They should be able to play this at the top of their level. However, it's kind of weird for me because these Indonesians, they like to whip out this Kaja, and they are one.
Taking some time. Kaja, Lunox, exactly what they want. I have a feeling that Onyx has prepared for this. What are they going to respond with?
I mean, what other picks are available to these guys? I mean, Lolita is looking pretty good. A great way to actually block a lot of that damage from Lunox. Esmeralda.
I'm surprised they don't lock in the Arkai early on.
I guess they can hold it up in case of anything. The real question is what IDNS is going to go.
They want the Arkai here, I think. It's a very simple pick, unless they want to go for the Claude 4 framesies.
That is true. That is true. I feel like they can go for anything at this point. More likely, they should look to punish the tanks. So I think they can still pull it off without the Claude. They have a lot of respect, but sure.
But Ramsey, yeah, it's so confident with his Claude. Even in the group stage, he showed up with that pick. So I was really surprised with the Esmeralda lock-in so early on.
I mean, it's going to be, I think it's A-okay. Esmeralda can be, and has been a dominant force in just running through a lot of teams, gaining and absorbing that shield.
They banned Arkai themselves?
I don't know if this is a statement, but IDNS, they are, all right, sure. Force us, we will play the Minotaur.
I mean, obviously, they also have the Tigro, something that they pulled up constantly throughout the whole year. They are known for this pocket pick. IDNS, if I was drafting for them, I'll be really thrown off right now.
Yeah, I don't know if Onyx is trying to get their heads here, but Tigreal is looking like it's going to show up in this particular game.
The carry ban, we saw it before. Sasa is a beast on that carry.
Force that Granger. IDNS now going to have that first pick on the red side. Let's see what they're going to go for. Minotaur looking mighty fine.
Fremzy thinking about this. It's going to be the Minotaur. The solid combo has been set up by IDNS, but I have a feeling Onyx, they're going to surprise us with a pick here because this drop is just so weird.
I agree, it is kind of weird. I do feel like they have a couple of options left, but Onyx Esports, on the other hand, they still have that flexibility of their show. So let's see how they want to kind of round out their team composition. Looks like the Ranger. Fighter or tank? Fighter or tank?
It's a fighter. They want to go for a tank here. Wow.
Yeah. I'm okay with this.
If you look at the Onyx Esports lineup, they have a lot of single target damage with the Death Sonata, with the Way of the Dragon charge from Lolita as well. They can lock people down for a really good long time. IDNS, on the other hand, they want to go wombo combos.
Oh yes, this is it. I wanted to bring this up so badly, but this is actually a really good time to bring out this Taritzla. You have a lot of members who can lock down key components and kind of set up for this Taritzla to go for a big penalty zone. But you are playing into that counter matchup of the Thalmos. But if you give Claude a solo lane by himself, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
He can use the battle mirror image to kind of, outplay these certain champs.
So what you're telling me is that this laning phase is gonna be very, very important.
Yes, absolutely. Level 4s are super important for IDNS. Onyx Esports, they're going to be looking to get some sort of advantages pre-level 4, but they're not going to commit fully to it.
Well, you can see all the high fives all around. IENS, they look prepared, and honestly speaking, with that drop, they are looking pretty good.
It's about confidence, man. You got to pump yourself up before these games. Come in with the right mentality. Look at the confidence. They are so comfortable sitting up on stage there, Bionic.
Yeah, Onyx doesn't look, out of place at all, and that is why they are the champions of MPL. They went 3-0 against Lurv, who just walked into the upper bracket finals as well.
Yeah, I mean, Lurv, they said it in their interview and stuff, they weren't exactly playing too great. Now they're looking much better. Do you think that if Onyx Esports moves on and they meet up with Lurv, the same thing gonna happen? Is it going to be that 2-0?
Well, that is a statement for the future. At the moment, we have to focus on this game. IDNS going up against Onyx Esports. Who wins will bring you into top 3. Well, if you lose, you have to play the lower bracket.
Oh, this is gonna be one sweaty game. Gotta dust your fingers off. Make sure you don't get your hands really gammy, because again, remember, those phones aren't their own. They have been sponsored by Realme as well, so they're gonna be playing top-notch gear.
Yeah, of course you can see them wearing the HyperX headsets, and holding here is obviously in the smart arena. Well, the legendary Spartans got us covered with the smart internet.
Yeah, absolutely. Not to mention that. By the way, I've noticed this to be a trend ever since we landed here in the Philippines. That Smart itself, they've got this free Wi-Fi going around that I've been using all day long.
Yeah, but guess what? It's pretty good. Everywhere's well connected. But let's talk back into this game and let's see how it will go about. Looks like the players, they're all set and ready. Are you ready, Gideon?
I am absolutely ready for some high-level gameplay for both of these teams. Hopefully, we're going to be loading in real soon, because I just can't wait.
They are set in stone. You can see they're all holding onto their phones. This is going to be one heck of a fight.
Yeah. It's going to be battle for battle, blow for blow here. What do you think? IDNS's composition or Onyx composition?
I think both have their strengths, but the early game should be over to Onyx Esports. They are the ones that will be on the timer. They are the ones that need to make something happen.
I think it's kind of difficult because you have to understand that level 1 may not be their strong suit here. Probably around level 2, but Onyx, they could look to defend. They have the Thalmos. They also have the Cho as well. Both in their own right have their own pros.
And I think you cannot cut the wave when the Thalmos is there here. The turret slot, they have to take a little bit of a back seat to that, lane cutting.
I'm going to stop you right there, because if they send the support with him, it is possible. Claude can just sit in the lane by himself for the first 2 to 3 levels and then look to lane swap afterwards.
Yeah, I agree with that, but we'll have to see how things goes. Obviously, all these players, they're playing for that prize, that trophy, but we are ready now. Onyx Esports going up against IDNS. Indonesia beat Thailand. Let's see who comes out on top.
Let's see how the lane assignments are going to go. It looks like Tarisla is going to be by himself. Hopefully, he doesn't stick his nose out too far, because that Granger Lolita will chunk him out.
Okay, let's see how things go. Wow, good predictions. Looks like Onyx will not go for all that. That lane cut, they will just back off.
But you can see that Onyx, IDNS has a much better lane, especially for the mid side. Esmeralda doesn't exactly clear waves very, very quickly. Not to mention that Cho, yes, he can put a bit of damage, but the moment his abilities are down, he can't really do too much.
Oh, and teammates trying to just play a little bit of a disturbance there, doing a good amount of damage onto Ramsey, and Mulligan very confident on this now.
I mean, he's confident, but Framesy, he can't afford to walk up too close and get yanked in by those molten sides.
Well, he's going for it. Oh, Ramsey, he has got all these first blood.
He made a mistake. He tried to throw the battle mirror image. It didn't go in the right direction.
Oh, that's really, really bad here. And straight away, Onyx Esports with an early lead.
Looks like the nerves might be getting to the players of IDNS, but they are still going to be pressing on. 1 kill over, not going to make too much of a difference, but Psycho going to take a wee bit of damage here.
Oh, they want to go for this. AZY needs to back off on this Kaja. They're looking for level 4 before they go for a bigger gauge.
Oh, they have to back off now because they have a little bit of support with the Lolita in the wings, just in case that they want to go for some major damage.
Yeah, just backing true. They do not want to make any mistakes here. All fine for now. But Ramsey's coming through. He's so far behind. He's only level 2 when anti-mage is really level 4.
Yeah, anti-mage really did steal a couple of camps from them as well. Unfortunately, say the least. But IDNS, they're not completely out of this game just yet.
Just pushing things out. Hooligan jumps away. Anti-mage is there as well. You can see he's just securing this lane so well with this 2v1.
Yep, and oh, there he is. There goes Hack. He wants to try and land that penalty zone. Doesn't land it just yet, but it forces Uldio to get out of there.
Yeah, an ultimate for an ultimate. No biggie coming through. You can see Claude does get forced out on it. Wants to fight. Josh lands on a Mizzy Ming and the dance to Nile. Let's it rip. Nolan will stun Hack up. He should be there. It's a 4v1. So Ritzler, he does have the passive. He's staying alive for quite a long time. Can he run away from this?
Wait a minute, he has execution strike.
Coming out. Execution strike. Psycho super low. Falling star will go for a dive, but he cannot get the kill. I do not believe it. Onyx, they don't get anything off.
They don't get anything off.
Oh, dapatnya.
Sasa. Rhapsody, not a good song. That was a good spell.
When you feel like you're safe, that's when they catch you off. But now, Minotaur is level 4. They don't exactly get too much off of this. Onyx trading a little bit of lead for themselves. But IDNS, now that they have the Minotaur online, they could look to pick up another fight.
They need to try and force this out. You can see it's already a 3,000 goalie on the side of Onyx Esports. Ramsey, he's really far behind. He went for this bounty hunter execute build, but it's not really working out.
Yeah, it's not exactly going to be working out too well for him, considering that he died in the early stages of the game. But let's see if IDNS can punch back. Oh, looks like they are trying to set up, protecting the river crab. Don't want Onyx to get too far. Oh,
he got it. He got it. Sasa. That was insane.
That was a great snipe coming in from Sasa. Unfortunately,
Yang refresh gitu. Bagus sama.
Anti-Mage just being that nuisance that he has throughout the early game every single time. Remember, he's a 2v1 and he's making it look easy.
Hooligan, he's got that range meter already filled up. He's looking for something big.
Oh, now this could be it. IDNS, they can try and turn this around. Psycho super low. Will be going down. The first casualty. That's what for IDNS. Good rotations coming out. Great play from this team.
Yeah, but they got to back out here. They can't go for too much. Sasa, does he have? Nope, does not have that Rhapsody. Again, he doesn't want to commit with the Rondo as well. He knows that he can't get enough.
Remember, IDNS, they had a really solid team composition. They know how to use it. It's all about that wombo combo.
Yep, and now Hooligan still holding the lane up against Anti-Major. He needs to unlock the lane at this point.
Yeah, Udil coming out here. They don't really have any ways of engaging on the side of IDNS. Oh, they want to go for Anti-Major. Pretty tanky early on, can't really do much for Ramsey. Using the laser to just clear out the minions.
Yep,
Oh, they want to go for it. Is that Hooligan? Anti-Mage, he's going for the flicker. That was super close.
Wow, Anti-Mage is actually super tanky here. He's able to sustain through a lot of the damage coming in from IDNS.
Meanwhile, there goes away the dragon. Destinada will come through. Kaja will be the first to fall in that fight. Brilliance does get popped. Mizzy Ming eating a good amount of Rhapsody will be able to walk away for now.
Yeah, Minotaur, he's coming back to kind of help them out. However, he doesn't have that Mionian Fury.
Psycho. Just
Aku
playing
diolong
the
tahu.
got here, making sure nobody comes through. But Hag, can he get it? No. Revenge strike, no cigar on the steal.
No cigar whatsoever, but topside is getting punished quite a bit, and it goes down. Good
Belajar
rotations
kalau
coming in from
ditajam
Onyx
ini.
Esports. IDNS just one step behind.
Oh,
Yeah,
aku tak
but
mau
they are
suami
at least trying to secure
soalnya.
their farm, trying to secure all this jungle camps for
Mundur dia.
themselves.
They're gonna keep pushing up here, but Anti-Mage, I'm surprised that he's willing to be this confident with his capabilities of not dying, but even Psycho, he's sticking his nose out a little too far. Like, both Anti-Mage and Psycho,
This could be the wrapper around here. Good flicker, AZY. He wants to try and get somebody out, but he doesn't find any targets. Now he's the one in trouble. He's the careful flicker on his own side. Frenzy, better mirror image. The rest of IDNS is coming to fruition. Darkening does get forced out. Psycho could be the target. One more hit will be dead, but no. Molten Scythe slows him down. No chase coming out from IDNS.
yeah, you can already see Onyx, they are just playing out of their minds. Psycho, they're just buying time. Look at bot side.
Oh, bottom side,
ada
Sasa
berasa.
taking out that turret basically for free. There was no resistance whatsoever.
Yeah,
Plot
turret
di sini
slot
udah
there
ketahuan
is
orang
too
lah.
late. Isn't
Oh.
able to catch the wave, but the fight still continues.
But now here comes D-Ran. They need to be careful on it. Falling Star will come out. Kaja's the first to fall. Same
Panusnya.
goes to the Claude. Luminar Blast will stop
Tanknya belum
Hooligan from
bunyi.
chasing BCB. Does take out the Joe. That's a good fight here coming true on the side of Onyx Esports. 7-2 the kill score.
Yeah, not going too well for IDNS considering that it's already a 6K. Oh no, a 7K by now. Goal lead for the side of Onyx Esports. They're punching really, really hard. 7
dapat
kills to
orang.
2.
Pasti
They
kalah
need to
sudah nih.
find a way to enter the base here. They need to find a way to crack out Onyx. They are going to take this mid turn for free, and I think they're going to continue to push. You can see they're pushing in all sides here, Gideon.
Yep, and they can't really do too much. Anti-Mage is just being a huge nuisance for the side of IDNS, and they're struggling to kill him as well, considering how confident Anti-Mage's play is. He looks to bait this out.
Death Brush coming out. Falling Starwood charges up. Hooligan is the one to fall. Medium free will stop them in the track. That's a good ultimate coming in, but a Death Sonata. Ramsey gets sniped away just like that. Lunox, what can he do? The Kaja's down as well. Here comes the stun. Numenor Blast lands on it too. Onyx, they want to chase. They want to dive. They want to kill. And they get everything from IDNS.
That was just way too clean coming in from Onyx Esports. They set up the bait. IDNS bites. They immediately respond and take them out.
And Psycho coming true. Doesn't have the way of the dragon. He's just playing bodyguard, making sure it doesn't come near Onyx at all.
Yep, and they are going to be in the base, and they can get out of there, waiting for their abilities. Quickly hop on out of there. Let's see how they want to push through.
Ice Queen Wall gets completed by Udil.
Oh,
I think that's a really, really hard item to be countered by IDNS because every single time he pops the Stardust dance, it's going to slow them out.
That's going to be very, very scary here as Psycho, once again, that damage from Granger.
Force the brilliance out of BZ Mix. He needs to back off. Can see they are pushing against IDNS, making sure that they don't have a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, Onyx 12K ahead. They're coming up with a super clean game so far. No mistakes being made. But IDNS just on the back foot for the most part of this game, and it's only been 8 minutes.
They're waiting. Frames finally picking up the Demon Hunter Sword 8 minutes in. That is not a good item timing.
Yeah, that really isn't. They wanted about, well, they definitely wanted a lot earlier, but IDNS playing on the back foot again. Now, here is where it gets a little tough because Onyx, in about a minute or so, Lord is going to spawn, and that's going to be endgame.
Yeah, because they want to get the Lord, just push in straight away. IDNS, they have around 50 seconds to prepare themselves for that big last fight.
Ah, boy, this is not looking too good for IDNS. Can they find the turnaround?
Oh, this could be it. They finally get it. Udil does get 4. Video very good follow-up. And that is the potential coming in. Meanwhile, anti-mage in the back line. Numenor Blast is there. How many can he catch? He only catches Turista. That's another hack. Will finally go down. So far, it's a 1-1 exchange. Not too bad. Rhapsody's there. Sasa Rondo across the wall. Gets another one. A double kill for this Granger. He wants to be more. He flickers into the face. The Rondo's there. Ramsey 1v1. Could it be enough? No, it's the answer. Everyone from IDNS is super low. He gets a median. Can he get the last kill? I don't think so. But this just opens up the fight straight away for Onyx Esports.
Yeah, they're kind of trapped right now, and Framesy, he's just too weak. He can't get any damage in. It's a 1-for-4 trade, and IDNS lose their inhibitor turn over to Onyx Esports as they push into their base.
They're gonna take another inhibitor here. Gonna rotate into this mid side. Can see everyone on Onyx. They are very, very low, but they just don't have enough items on the side of IDNS to end them out.
Oh, this is so rough. 6-0-5. Sasa is having the time of his life.
Oh, brilliance is there on the side of IDNS. But the one thing I want to highlight is that you could see from the fight, that is the potential they have. The team fight is just too strong from IDNS if they have the chance to group everyone together.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have the items to follow it up. That's the problem. They don't have the damage considering that Onyx is so far ahead. Look at that goal lead.
This could be huge. This could be huge. Hooligan is here. You can see the Lord down to 40% health, and not everyone from Onyx is here. Hooligan, he's gonna tank it out. They might want to go for this. This could be a good game-changing fight. Hooligan, no more range for you. Kaja lands on the Granger, but not enough. Could find my melody zone, but where is the follow-up? Where is Claude? He's coming through. Everyone is quite low. Ramsey out of the race there. Lunox will go down as well. Sasa trying to go for the chase. Good flicker from Hooligan. Numenor Blast. Let's rip. And that's the last of the video. That's a maniac on the side of Sasa. He was 4. Ramsey He goes back, but straight into the hands of Sasa, and that is a savage for the creature.
He is going absolutely insane. Onyx, a super convincing victory. The shortest game we've had here at the playoffs. What dominance.
Now that is it. Game 1 going over to Onyx Esports. IDNS, they need to think about their strategies and they need to figure out what can they do to counter this out.
I don't know whether it's stage frights or what, but I mean, they are looking okay. However, so many of them got punished due to mechanical misplays in the early stages of the game.
Once again, we saw the drop on the side of IDNS was very, very strong, but they just couldn't get the ground running.
I mean, I have to give it to both Sasa and Anti-Mage here. They were absolute monsters in the laning phase. Anti-Mage especially showed an A-class play in how to deal with the dual lane. He got a slight advantage, forced Claude out, realizes, hey, I can actually do this. They don't realize that they can take me out if they kite properly.
Yep, and on the other hand, IDNS, they were failing to find those picks. You could see the potential was there. They have the chess pieces, but they were never in line.
Yeah, and by the time they did get the chess pieces in line towards the end of the game, but it was just a little too late. They didn't have the items to follow up.
They kept farming, they kept buying time for Sasa, and you can see in the late game, he was just a monster.
Yeah, let's have a look at some of the highlights of this game. It really was an Onyx show, and here, Anti-Mage really well played, but for some reason, you did see the animation. I'm not too sure why they didn't go through, but maybe it was just in the wall.
But here, you can see the onslaught coming out from Onyx. They just kept on going and going. Hooligan, Kumini, and Fury, they killed off Psycho. This was a good retaliation coming from IDNS.
Absolutely, but that just wasn't enough. Onyx kept control over the game for so long. Sasa always had the angle to get to the back line with that Rhapsody.
Oh, you can see every time, falling starting from Udo, constantly picking up a lot of key targets. Every single time, every single fight, IDNS, they were finding it hard to enter the fights.
Yeah, and I think IDNS, they gotta really think about how to be playing the game, but hopefully they can get the jitters out because this was a little too much for them to handle.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I want to see how the rest of the fight comes through. Good ultimate there. I like the teamwork from Onyx Esports, constantly following up each other, constantly giving each other a lot of trust.
Yeah, and I don't know how Onyx got into such a good position to be this proficient at the game.
Yeah, but you see, that was the team fight potential coming true. They were very, very close to actually killing off a lot of the members, but Onyx, they were too far ahead.
Yeah, just a little too far. And again, though IDNS, they are a good team, they just couldn't get that early advantage.
Yeah, and on this try, IDNS, they need to find a way through. Is it drafting a better early? You can see what turnaround. Very good teamwork. Kaja went for Sasa. Immediately, everyone turned to Sasa, protected him.
Not to mention that every single time Hack got like an amazing penalty zone, Psycho was so ready to use his Way of the Dragon to kick him out, negating his ultimate entirely.
Yeah, on this end, on this note, the Savage to end things true. And well, IDNS, they need to find a way to break this through. They need to think what is the strategy, because we saw in the group stage, they are a very, very strong team.
Yeah, but I don't know how teams are going to deal with Onyx right now. They are looking so strong. I think IDNS, they have an opportunity here. It could be one of those situations where whoever's on blue side or whoever gets that early advantage kind of dictates the pace of the game.
Oh, I'm not sure about this. And you can see, even in the drop, IDNS, they are not, they are drafting really, really well. Yeah. On the esports, they gave away Kaja, they gave away even the Lunox, but they didn't seem phased about it.
I think they were very confident in their own capabilities here. The real question that I have for Onyx Esports is like, how do they think about this draft? They go in and they're like, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, you can take it. Yeah, sure, that's fine, don't worry. I thought Thomas is alright.
I feel like IDNS, they have something up their sleeves. Once again, we saw right now, you can see they're still on stage discussing about it right behind them in the camera shot. They have something planned. They need to change up their style in order to try and break through the Onyx Esports wall.
Yeah, hopefully whatever they have in mind doesn't require Diggy here, because, I mean, Onyx really doesn't like Diggy.
You can see every single time throughout the tournament so far, 100% first bat.
100% first man. Like, they really don't want to deal with Diggy. So, I mean, I begs the question, how come they don't want to pick Diggy for themselves?
Maybe they want to play aggressive in themselves, so they don't really mind about it. But that being said, you are watching MSC 2019 live on Facebook Gaming, brought to you by EG Network as well as Moon.
We also have to thank our sponsors, legendary sponsors Smart, as well as our elite sponsors Realme and HyperX.
Of course, we're not only live on Facebook, we are live here at Manila, Philippines at the Smart Aranita Coliseum. You can come down here and watch everything live as well.
I mean, you gotta come here live, man. You want to be here, but it's time for the giveaway. MSC giveaway. Here's your code. Type it in.
Get it. Quick.
You guys have been asking, give all day long. This is your opportunity to get that gift. Here's the giveaway. You could get, I mean, we don't know what exactly you're gonna get here. You could get skins. You could get epic skins. You could get dust.
I don't know. I don't want to say it. You are putting your name out there. I don't want to say. I don't know what's the giveaway. Most likely it's gonna be the dust, some fragments here and there. It's all up to chance.
Yeah, it really is up to chance. Even our producer's like, we don't know. This is random. We have no idea what these codes are gonna give.
But it will give you something. So go there, redeem the code right now on the screen.
Yep, redeem it as soon as possible. Because I know for a fact, there is no way I can add all those numbers without, numbers and word letters without messing one of them up. So be careful. Make sure you type in the correct code.
A lot of characters there for you go, but this is the gift to you, the audience at home, because we want to thank you so much for supporting MSC 2019. It has been a joy so far, and we are only starting the playoffs.
Yeah, and this is only the second game in the upper bracket. There are still plenty of games lined up for you guys, so make sure you're supporting your favorite team because they will need it up on this huge stage behind
you. And you can see both teams, they are ready and waiting. They are just wanting to drop here, and we are here almost a full house at the Smart Aranita State Coliseum. Great support from Mobile Legends.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. Like, you could hear the shouts as Onyx were going into that last area. People are here to support their favorite teams, and maybe you guys should too.
So make sure you are here upbeat, but going into this game too here, IDNS, do you think they're going to change up their draft, or do you think they'll be like, you know what, we'll just a little bit inefficient in our mechanics? Do you think they're going to change anything up?
Honestly, if this was a best of 5, this was like the final countdown, the finals of the finals at MSC, then yes, they should change up their draft. But mechanical mistakes is something that you need to keep in mind. Changing your draft means that your current team composition doesn't work, and we saw in that previous game itself that yes, it does work. I think it's about being efficient with your spells, not making these mechanical mistakes, because I think Onyx, in terms of consistency, is just so difficult to get past. Let's go into the draft for you guys. You've been waiting for it. It's time.
That is it. IDNS against Onyx Esports. Can IDNS put their backs against the wall and show up in the series, or will it be a 2-0 to Onyx, making up an all-Indonesian upper bracket finals? Well, let's see.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Hayabusa coming in for IDNS, who will be on the advantage of blue side. That first pick is going to be super important.
Onyx, do they want to ban out Diggy?
Most likely.
Oh no!
No, just wait. Just you wait. It's going to be one of them. Unless, IDNS bans it for themselves.
Oh,
and I guess they don't have a choice.
This is a bait.
Is it? Is it?
Oh, I have a feeling that Onyx Esports is not even going to ban Diggy at all. They are prompting, hey IDNS, do you want your Diggy? Do you want to first pick it?
There is a good possibility. I mean, this is Onyx we're talking about. Nothing's off the table with these guys.
I can see so many people in the crowd at the moment here at the Smart Aranita Coliseum. Get your way down here. There's still a couple of seats up in the crowd. Make sure you're there.
Yeah, make sure you are there. Oh boy, 9 more seconds. Onyx Esports. I mean, if they don't ban out Diggy, what are they going to bring in their team composition to deal with it?
Alright, Lunox gets taken out here. Onyx Esports, they are thinking, they're trying things out. They know what they want. You can see Udil talking it out with his teammates.
He's probably like, guys, Diggy, we got this, right? We got this, boys.
Do we ban out Diggy? Do we ban out? That's the question. Everyone here, very serious faces. They cannot overlook IDNS. They are a very, very strong team coming from Indonesia. The MSC 2017 champions, they have quality.
Yeah, they have quality. And they survived and stood on top of the group of death itself.
Grok, Diggy, both available. I called it here. I knew they could feel what they were gonna do. They wanted to mind game it out. They take the Grok, Onyx. They might go for the Diggy.
They might go for the Diggy for themselves. Tro being hovered over. I think that was definitely certain. But yes, they want to pick the Diggy for themselves. This is going to be Onyx Esports coming in with a very strong draft so far.
They're showing it up. They are saying, hey, we gotta take this out. Now, IDNS, do they want to go for Kimi? Because even the Kimi Grok combo is a very strong one.
Yeah, Kimi Grok combination. Very interesting here. I would like them to pick up Kimi only to deny it off of Onyx. However, I mean, Claude's still on the table. Famously, he can perform on it. Didn't perform too well on it previous game, but I think this is going to be the way it's going to be.
I like this pick coming out from IDNS. The Esmeralda, a really good counter to the Diggy. Whenever he pops his time journey, hey, Frostmoon shield, that's 5 people's shield that you're absorbing straight away.
Yeah, I think they are expecting these fighters to try and get on top of them. So having the carry just to kind of kite it out is a little bit better than the Claude, just slightly. I do think Claude has his perks, but I think in terms of just kiting, sheer kiting, dancing around just the edge of a knife, it's got to be that carry.
Well, good picks coming through the Archive ban. I like this. It felt like, you know, Archive was a staple of Onyx Esports during the group stages. They just don't want to deal with it at the moment.
Yeah, maybe not now. Let's just see how they want to play this out, because I mean, they got to decide on what they want to get rid of. Where do they look to punish? They've got one of pretty much everything at this point. Do they look to get rid of another tank?
Ada bibirnya tuh.
I don't know. I feel like just ban away, you know, the marksman, right? Granger, Claude.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to get one or the other, so might as well focus on getting rid of the tank.
They ban away the tanks instead.
Why Lolita? Oh, that's why. Even before I get to think about it, they get the Selena, making sure that that Guardian's board ain't going to be blocking no projectiles this time round.
Not a Claude, going to be the Granger. So, Ramsey's he's saying, well, I want to change things up, and they are going to give a tribute to Angela is locked in.
Oh, that's actually kind of surprising. The team composition, I would have expected Angela to be the pick to go to, but let's see how this plays out. Onyx Esports, what are they going to reply with?
This, I tell you, something up their sleeves, and that is the trump card. Will it work out? Well, we'll have to find out. Last pick coming from Onyx, a very safe one. It's going to be the Leomord.
Yeah, I think Leomord, what's great about him into the Thanos matchup, he doesn't have to talk to Thanos. He's like, I'm just going to clear the waves.
Oh, let's see how this goes, because this is going to be one interesting matchup as we count down into the final seconds of this draft. What are you thinking here, Gideon?
I'm thinking IDNS, they got a really decent looking draft. However, you cannot deny that Onyx has an even stronger team fighting composition coming in. If they get ahead and they chunk them out low enough, Leomord is going to clean up shop.
We've seen throughout the tournament, throughout MSC, this Leomord pick has been a very strong one. Quite fitting to the MSC skin, actually.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And hopefully they are using the MSC skin just to pay tribute. But more importantly, what Leomord has, you know, his role has definitely evolved from, oh, I'm going to be the strongest fighter to, all right, maybe I'm not the strongest fighter,
I'm a strong team fighter. But with that being said, IDNS against Onyx Esports, Game 2. IDNS, they need to find something. If not, Onyx Esports, they're going to walk into the upper bracket finals.
All right, let's see the lane assignments. Oh, Granger is going to go down to the bottom side on the map. They're going to compensate Esmeralda's weak wave clearing with Grok. He's going to get a little bit of damage and kind of chase Onyx Psycho out.
Let's see how they want to go for this. It's actually a 3-member mid lane. Interestingly enough, Onyx, you can see the Diggy setting up the auto alarm bombs into the brush there.
Oh boy, this is going to be a pretty interesting bout here. Looks like Mizzy Mix is in a bit of trouble here.
Psycho, but here comes Easy One. The rest of IDNS is here. D-Red, super low. Has to be careful. Should be going down. It is a trade, at least 1 for 1.
1 for 1. However, you're losing Esmeralda to, you know, your support, Drian, on that show. Not exactly the best trades.
Well, at least it's still a trade. You can see the goal lead actually in the favor. Oh, what?
Okay, sure, that happened.
That auto alarm bomb just killed him off straight away.
Hack, he wants to take out Psycho. He's not going to get away with that.
He does. The trample flicker does force through. One more tick. Not going to be enough. Psycho stands there and says, yo, I'm alive.
What? How does he survive? Oh my goodness. But on the bottom side of the map, Onyx Esports, they're going to be cutting off the wave here because of the bit of rotations, giving bot side jungle over to Granger.
They want to just cut this through. They want to make sure it is good enough. Onyx onto this top side. Udil will pick up the top. Hermit Crab will be the walk away.
I like what Onyx Esports did. They wanted to compensate the fact that Udil still needed to pick up one of his buffs early on, so they sent Psycho down to the mid lane to harass them a little bit more than they should while giving the top lane to Sasa. He just stood there. He doesn't have to worry about getting dove at level 1.
Yep, I think that was a really smart plan. And now Onyx, they have the slimmest of leads. It's all down to Udio to make something happen. Anti-Mage will get tethered up by the Pepperdown stick. They want to go a little bit more, but Anti-Mage, he's turning things around. He gets the solo kill on this Granger.
Very, very good understanding of the hero. He understood frenzy. He's out of abilities. He used everything. No more Rhapsody. I'm taking very minimal damage from your auto attacks as well as your Angela. I can just take you out.
Well, let's see how this will fall unpack so far. Getting pummeled over. Udio coming through. Here comes the hard gun. Hooligan is the target. BZ Mix, can he go for a dive? He doesn't have his output just yet. Onyx Esports, the members are pretty low. That's not just let it rip. And 2 members just went down. An instant double kill.
Really nicely done coming in from IDNS. However, Turtle.
Udio, who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? It goes over to Udio. But look at that. Onyx Esports, they are also getting the kills. Just like that. 2 kill retribution straight away over to Onyx Esports.
Oh boy, this is not looking too great for IDNS. I mean, yes, they won the fight. They end up losing 2 members in the process. On top of the fact that they get, oh my goodness, Frenzy. He rondoed into it, but not enough damage coming out from Udio. One more time, not gonna be there. Good play coming out. D-Rat Flicker doesn't find Frenzy. They really wanted to kill off that Granger. A little too close for comfort. Udil, he's gonna go around. He lands the Pissarro. One more for the road. So Eater into the auto attack. Rips up the Angela. You can't disrespect Onyx. You don't go for these recalls in the brushes. They know that you're there.
Well, they're all gonna rotate up to this top side now. So far, Onyx, they are feeling some resistance. IDNS, they're playing a very good game.
Yep, good game indeed. However, the 1K goal lead for the side of Onyx is definitely going to help them out, especially with the EXP lead that they got from that turtle.
Oh, let's see what they want to go for. Your turtle is 50 seconds away, so it's still quite a long time. Don't really know what you want to go for. I think they're just going to go back, try and just defend a little bit, farm up before the next big team fight.
Yeah, but I think they definitely need to make something happen as well. They should be playing more towards Thalma's lane more than I would like to. Hold on.
Time journey's there. Good guys, very 1, 2. Where's the third one? Doesn't hit. Good flicker from Psycho. Rhapsody's not going to be enough to kill him off. Good damage, but it's not done yet. Hard gun on to Hooligan. He's going to be alive. Here comes the fantasy. Anti-Mage is there. They want to kill off Mizzy. He doesn't get the charge. He doesn't pull back the Esmeralda.
Yeah, no, indeed. But now Thalma's finally gets to enjoy the lane a little bit to himself here. IDNS, they're going to hold on a little bit longer.
AZY gets him on the trap is there. Angela is down for the count. And guess what? Turtle is up in a couple of seconds.
I'm not going to lie. That was a little bit of poor positioning and a little bit greedy coming in from AZY there.
Well, let's see what they want to go for. Actually, wait. IDNS is the one that starts Turtle. They want to fight. This is going to be a full-on 5v5, I think.
Hopefully, AZY does come back to life and gets his ultimate. He's still able to join that fight. He just needs his ult.
Anti-Mage, where's the snipe? Not this time. Onyx going to lose that out. I don't think they want to fight this anymore.
I don't think Onyx was expecting it to be done so quickly as well. So really good rotations from IDNS. They go for that early push. However, looking on the top side, Sasa is going to pick up that turret in response. So it's 2-0 in terms of that turret goal.
3,000 goal lead for Onyx Esports. They want to try to extend it. They find the Grot way up the dragon. A mega kill streak for Udio.
Yeah, wasn't able to get that power of nature off as it timed out. However, Anti-Mage still is going through.
Very, very aggressive on the side of Onyx Esports. But here comes Sasa in the thick of things. He needs to be careful. All 4 members are there. Abyssal arrow lands. He gets that Zorana and he gets another one as well. They're not done here, Onyx. Abyssal arrow frenzy. Just dodges just by slightest.
Oh, he had to use that rondo early, but didn't aim that Rhapsody to the left enough to actually chunk out Drian here. He's going to make it through as Anti-Mage once again is going to push right on forward.
Drian, I think he's dead here. A little bit too over-aggressive coming through. Hopping on the stick, should get the tether. One more hit. Where's the damage? There goes the Q onto AZY on that edge of Sasa. In a little bit bit of trouble. Got his barrier, not gonna be up in time. Sasa Phantom steps
Sasa na
away.
yung dapat sepek
15
tadi pa
kills,
siya
6 minutes
MMG niya
into
makaya
the game.
ano
This is some action-packed, and if you guys are watching this, just keep your eyes stuck to the screen because it ain't over just yet.
It's gonna be a long way through. Psycho gets blocked up by the guy's barrier here.
He doesn't mind taking care of the damage. He knows he's not going to die.
Tawakan di
I like how he
dito
just has to stand there.
Oh, yeah. But I think IDRS is showing a little too much respect to Onyx Esports, because Salsa definitely could have gone down.
That they have to back off from this because Onyx Esports, they are still really far ahead. At least they do get their first turn of the game here, IDNS.
Disiap
So,
ka na. Kanabili niya
goalie is
katahuan
around
ko na ito
5,000.
kawan nito.
Oh, yeah, it's scary, but let's see who gets this next turtle.
Oh, Hooligan does get
Ay,
spotted
punching
out
niya
by
si Ito.
anti-mage on the side of the
Kaya na.
rotations. Turtle will
Umayan
be
eh,
on the
din
bottom
maganda eh.
side. I think both teams, they're looking for a fight here.
Yeah, I mean, you can see where Onyx is pushing up to. They've got a wave. They need to make sure that IDNS keeps priority over the mid lane as they rotate.
Here comes the arrow, lands on the Ramsey, but Ron knows that Hardcore won't keep Ramsey's eye. Udio's alright, he's gone out, and there goes the Selena. He's down. 4v5 for Onyx Esports.
Ooh, this is the first time that they
Kaya
actually
luman dia
failed
lagi,
the play that
luman
they
dia
set
lagi
up
nih.
nicely for
Sakit kali
themselves
ini
here.
kan.
Really good idea coming in from Onyx, but IDNS very good response.
But you see Onyx once again setting it up. They say, you know what? At first you don't succeed. Why don't you just try and try again?
Yep, and Grok gonna be clearing out bot side. That was on the top side. I think he can still try and push, but he sees that the rotations are coming in from Onyx Esports. They're gonna back away. Turtle is gonna live a little bit longer.
I think they're just gonna forego Turtle this time. It's gonna despawn in 5 seconds, so but they want to get this fight. Anti-mage going for the 1v2 here. Ramsey trying to run away from it. No, running away from this little one. He's going for a little bit more. D-Rat trying to cup things up. The rival ideas come through. Wow, Josh will land on the 2 members here. Good guys, better, but the D-Rat will be to get the wall. No, falling star won't keep it in place. 1-for-1 exchange, but you're losing your Granger for your choke.
Dapat sa ikong tapi.
Granger for chill. Granger for chill. Definitely. It really isn't worth it. Drian, he is training his life to ensure that more priority targets from the side of IDNS are taken out, slowing them down, denying them that farm and time.
And making sure that they find those openings, making sure they don't lose out any small little gaps. This time you can see the hunger in IDNS.
Yeah, they want to kick back, and they're already doing better in terms of kills. It's 7-11, much closer than you would have think.
Oh, Framsey's onto this reverse time from Missy Mix. At least Framsey did manage to secure it. Hooligan, a lot of punishment, needs to be careful there. Everyone from IDNS super low.
Alright, I mean, right now Sasa is looking like a beast. Level 11, has a bounty hunter, got a decent amount of gold, has been farming by himself pretty much the entirety of the game. And now that he joins up, he is chunking fools out.
Yeah, you can see every single one. Even if the tank step up, he's just getting so...
Ayun sih turnamen. Mantap nonton gua. Aneh kok bagusan ya berarti.
Get made, they don't go for a big engage. They're just gonna back off.
Udil once more. They're going to keep control over mid-wave. They're going to try and get... Oh boy, Sasa in the top side. He's got to kite this out.
Oh, he's doing it, he's doing it. Sasa 1v3.
Ready,
Can he
Sasa,
get anything?
ready,
He
Sasa.
does have the sprint. He's getting covered. Oh, he's getting just kited around. And they kill off Sasa.
Yep, but in return, Onyx on the other side of the map are going to take out this bottom tier 2.
So they trade objectives.
Yeah, they trade objectives, but I would have preferred if they just went right onto Lord at that point.
Well, I mean, without Sasa, it's pretty hard to go on to Lord, I think.
Satu war itu nah
I guess.
Hooligan, super low. Wild Josh lands onto the red Joe. Super low, needs to back up. That's another 1, 2, 3. Time journey basically soaks it up. Angela's gone out. Angela's gone out. Good flicker, easy wipe, but Lord kills him off. Lord killed off Angela. That is an Onyx fan with that Lord.
That is super unlucky, but IDNS, they're not out of this just yet.
Remember, there's no more Angela, no more Hardcore, no more shields, and Miziming is gonna fall as well. Frames is looking for a bit more damage now. I think Onyx should be able to just go on to Lord for free now.
Yep, and they will rotate straight to it. IDNS have to wait for those death timers because right now they're struggling to contest these bigger objectives.
I mean, this is free, not maybe not IDNS. Coming through Hooligan, finding some information, going into, remember, they have the Death Sonata from Framsey's.
Oh yeah, they're pushing on through Onyx.
There goes good information for Framsey. Will he let it rip? Straight away gets the kill. 1, 2, he doesn't get it. It was so close. Selena is the one to secure it. I thought it was stolen away from Framsey's.
Ever so close. My heart just completely sunk in there. Oh, just a sliver of health. But again, Onyx Esports in the lead here. They're going to be pushing up with the Lord Empowered minions here. Oh, that was so close.
It was
That's
close.
so frustrating to see.
Yeah, but Onyx Esports, they are the ones in the driving position, and they are the ones who wants to push this through. Remember, they only need one more win to secure top 3 in this MSC Abyssal Arrow. Lands on to Hack. Do they want to engage onto his momentum, onto Thamus as well? The Goddess Bear didn't really block out the Lord. Good amount of damage onto that turret. They're just going to let it through for now.
Yeah, they got a decent amount of damage done onto that tier 2. Hey, sorry, that tier 3. But bottom tier 3, it looks like it's going to be going down here.
Yeah, Sasa says thank you very much. I'm just going to auto-attack and I'm going to take it away. First individual game, going to go down to Onyx Esports, and they are not stopping their onslaught here, Gideon.
And most likely going to be another inhibitor going down.
Just like that, they go in, they get out, but now Hooligan does get attacked out. Hardcut onto the ground. He needs to be careful. He's going to go down into the hands of that damage here. Not going to be enough. Anti-Mage in the front line. Abyssal Arrow lands on the downwards, and the snipe comes out from Udil. 4v5 for the next team fight. Oh, Famsi does get caught out. He's going to back off.
Oh, that's a big ultimate use. That wall charge is pretty important, just kind of denying space from the side.
Falling Starwood up to 4 members. This could be the terror. Got his bear. Only blocks up here, and that was the perfect opportunity, but didn't find the opening.
Oh no. Oh, that is unfortunate. But IDNS is able to hold on just a little bit.
He's on that Granger. It's all down to him.
Yep, it's all up to him. Can he pull this off? Can he scale into this game? He has 10k to catch up.
Well, let's see how they go about onto it. The first one, at least he gets to play off the spare. He's going to hit a lot harder in the next team fight.
Yeah, but I don't think Onyx is really going to give him the opportunities to get it off here, because Anti-Mage has been running him down time and time again, getting right up into his face.
Up into this. Pretty interesting here. INS, they are only trapped into the base. The one good thing for IDNS is that they don't really lose a lot staying in their base.
Look at how many blade armors both fighter and tank had to buy just to deal with them.
Esmeralda gets caught out with the dragon, takes on the Grog, a little bit of mistake. Falling Star onto Leoma, but he's so tanky. Time to release that. The first of all going to be the Esmeralda anti-mage together with Sasa into the front lines. They are not the carries, they are the tanks. They are hungry, they want to kill. Hack next to fall. It is super close. Everyone on it, not that healthy. They need to be careful.
Yep, they go back for the reset. They cleared out the waves in time. So Onyx, they still have a bit of work to do to make sure they end IDNS.
Coming through, Rhapsody, Boeing, Psycho together with Lilma, but they get a third inhibitor. Sasa confident to go. Great play coming up from Ramses. They get one, but look at the damage from the carry. He almost just took him out, but they take out the Grog. Now it's gonna be a 2v4. Who is gonna be able to come on top? Ramses trying to kill Sasa. He needs to kill out the carry. Activate in the front line. They just sniped away the Granger. There's no more damage. There's no more defense. Falling Starman will come out. Doesn't catch on to anyone, but Edger's down. Edger's down. They have one more minions. They have the next batch of minions coming through. Hack is back alive. He can play defense. He can at least buy a bit more time, but there's so many minions. They need to clear it out first.
Yep, he pops his ult to clear as fast as possible and sustain through the damage, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh, there goes an anti-mage, just snipes it out. The Fantasy a little bit too much, too hard to defense it through. Onyx Esports, they are waiting for the minions. They can't go for it right now. They want to make sure it's going to be game 2-0. Onyx Esports will walk up into the upper bracket finals.
Oh my goodness, Onyx Esports, such dominant performance coming in to MSC. They are going to keep up that track record, not going to be losing a single game.
They're a little bit upset. You can see Anti-Mage barking down orders. He's like, there's so many mistakes. Why are you so happy? You know, like, look at that, look at that, look at that.
Perfectionist at its finest.
Yep, congratulations, Onyx. You are going to set up a rematch of the MPL Indonesia Finals going up against Nobar Esports, but that's going to be happening tomorrow.
Oh man, a lot of repeats of history happening here at the MSC, but great games all around. IDNS, these guys are great fun to be around. Good friends, they handshake, showing that sportsmanship, but let's look at the end game results.
You can see Onyx, they play really well. Udil, very efficient on this Selena.
Yeah, I don't know. They should probably keep a tally, like just a side tally of how many abyssal arrows he has caught people off with. It's actually ridiculous.
A good display, but IDNS on the other hand, they play really well as well. It was Framesy on that Granger.
Yeah. And I mean, he was putting a lot of damage. He was putting a lot of structural damage as well, but he was struggling. Let's have a look at those highlights.
Early game, IDNS wanted the fight early on. They did get the fight. Unfortunately, they lost first blood. They did get D-Rat, however.
Yep, they did, but on the other hand, down in the bot side, Anti-Mage makes a huge turnaround. You can see the moment he's out of position, always out of position, doesn't have enough damage, we'll take you out.
Yeah, man, you can see IDNS, they were so well coordinated in this team fight. Immediately dashed on that blue 2 up straight away. Unfortunately, they got their turtle stolen away.
Yeah, it's still such a struggle for IDNS for a lot of these fights because again, I think Onyx Esports, they've got a lot of experience and not to mention they are just punishing every small mistake that IDNS makes.
Yeah, you see why? You can see Udio every single time he sees an opportunity, he puts down the abyssal arrow, tries to find more.
Yeah, and they catch them out every single time, but if people are questioning, can they play Diggy because they ban it out so often? Absolutely.
You can see now Onyx starting to show their strats a little bit more, just to trade it out. They're showing that they can play something else.
Yep, and it's good. It's a breath of fresh air, as we like to call it. But Onyx Esports, can somebody knock these guys down at least a game?
Well, at least they secured themselves top 3. Indonesia sitting pretty on top.
Yeah, they really are. They feel like they're on top of the world. I can understand why they're confident. Their plays are so coordinated, so good. IDNS got a little outclassed here, but they're going to have another opportunity. Can they run the gauntlet to wind it back and maybe meet them in the finals?
Maybe. Remember, they played pretty well in the group stages, and in this game, they played pretty well as well.
Yep. Oh, boy. What a great game this has been. I mean, Onyx, it's always like a work of art watching them play.
Yeah, they keep on pushing, and this was a really good dive here. Your props to IDNS, always holding on, falling Star Moon, clear out the minion waves, but it was hard when you don't have 5 members to just go through it.
Yeah, guys, I don't know. If you're tired out of your minds just watching that, go take a little bit of break. Grab a snack because we've got some exciting games coming up for you. Next up, it's going to be Geek Fam versus EVOS SG.
But of course, before that, just want to remind everyone, you are watching MSC 2019 live at Facebook Gaming, brought to you by EGG Network as well as Puntun.
Not to mention the legendary sponsors, Smart as well as our elite sponsors, HyperX and RealMe. Let's throw it on over for the interview for these guys. Oh, MVP! Oh my goodness, Sasa completely crushing it through with that Granger. I can't wait what these guys have to say, honest.
I mean, this Granger was really well performed in the first game. He was showing up. Even in the second game on that carry, really well played.
Yeah, 12.9. Oh, I mean, 0 deaths, doing a great job overall. Can this guy play everything? Like, I can't wait for him to bring out something, maybe even unconventional, just to show off his hero pool.
I really like the Granger pick. It's also been a staple of MSC so far.
Yeah, so far Granger has been kind of dominating the performance here and now, and especially in the carry matchup, as long as those deaths Sonatas hit, it can actually carry it off enough to push her out of the fight completely.
Yeah, so congratulations once again to Onyx Esports. You are going to walk into the upper bracket final, securing yourself top 3 of MSC. IDNS, you are not out of it just yet. You still can have a chance to fight for your lives in the lower bracket.
Yeah, and the lower brackets, they're going to be fighting it out to see who's going to beat them there. I mean, I don't know who's going to bring it. Honestly, looking at all these teams, looking at the bracket itself, I'm just befuddled. Where is this going to go?
Well, you know what? Talking about lower bracket, it will start right after this, because the first game, as you mentioned, will be Geek Fam from Malaysia going up against EVOS Esports SG.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting matchup. They fought against each other. I'm getting ready for it, but it looks like this is going to be it for us. Let's throw it over to our stage host for that interview.
Take it away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Onyx Esports! I'm here with your MVP of the game. We have Sasa right here. Sasa, I'm going to talk to you about something. You guys came into MPL Indonesia and you were undefeated in terms of series. You're only down with 4 games, if I'm not mistaken, in the entire of MPL Indonesia. You got champion and you came down here to MSC, still undefeated in MSC. And the question is, when we interviewed most of the teams, a lot of the teams fear you guys. What's the main reason? What's the juice behind Onyx Esports?
Been training a lot and training every day, no holiday. The
That's why we're strong. No holiday, just training all the time. Yeah. And what was the last game like? Because you guys won both games. Talk to me about it. What was the spirit of the team? Were you guys stressed or were you guys calm? Because you did a little taunt at the end there with the recall. Calm all the way. Yeah, calm all the way. That's great, man.
And from what we see in MSC, kan, you guys always focus too much on DG. Either you guys ban or pick. What's the relationship between you guys and DG? Yeah.
We win the DG because like LD really annoying when you join the team fight. We cannot do anything. Just like I don't mind our team fight lose, but this is why we just win the DG. Yeah.
So that's why you guys more focus on DG.
Yeah.
Okay.
So DG is like the little kryptonite.
You say DG is annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all from Sasa. Okay, guys, we're gonna take a break. Stay tuned because after this we have a Geek Fam against eBoss Esport SG. See you later.
Berapa menit lagi?
Masih 10 menit atau 5 menit? 5 menit sih.
Dengan Greg, wah menang nih, Epos menang. Umur berapa? 4
Jam.
giveaway nah, ada giveaway.
Alright, Araneta, okay, we're back. Remember,
What a match!
we've got some good news because my giveaway tayo ngayon. Alright? Pero bago dyan, syempre, that game was amazing, right?
It was so scary. I felt scared. Actually,
Scary.
Onyx Esports is scary. They dominated the games.
Exactly, 2-0. And actually, they haven't lost in a long, long time.
Exactly.
So, congratulations, Onyx. Now, basic housekeeping rules. Remember, everyone that has a Mythic 3-day pass, you can go and claim your goodie bags, the red gate lobby. Okay, claim that there, and also a 3-day pass tomorrow. For those of any other category, your in-game items can be claimed also in the red gate lobby tomorrow.
Yes, okay, and now it's about time for our giveaways.
Giveaway on! All right, so what we're giving away is a HyperX headphone. Okay.
Beautiful headphone.
It's somewhere around here, but first, where is Faris? Oh, there he is. Oh, are you dancing already? You're dancing already? All right.
All right, tell them about the rules.
So what are you going to do?
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pick 2 people from the audience, and we're gonna play a music for 10 seconds. You gotta dance to impress me, and I'll pick 2 people to go up on stage and have a dance fight, and then we're gonna choose a winner from there. You ready, Eric?
Yes, but any move, you can do any type of move, whatever you want. Remember, this is for a HyperX headphone right now. Is it Cloud Alpha?
Cloud Alpha.
Cloud Alpha. Okay, guys, put your hands up if you want to give a sample. Who wants an HyperX? Okay, meron isa dyan.
Who wants to dance and impress the hands of the round?
Kailangan sumayaw. Give it. Right there on the right.
All right, this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna play some music, and I want everybody to dance. Anybody who wants to go up on stage,
Main game
DJ,
juga kayaknya tuh, nah.
cue music. Come on, anybody.
Ferris. Cut.
I'll see one guy. You want to go?
That's it.
One more person. All right, I got one over there. Come on up.
Okay, DJ, cut the music, Cut the music. Okay, thank you. Run on, guys. I'm just like this. I'm ready. HyperX.
Walk that one.
Bilis na.
All right, let's do this now. Eruption.
Here we go.
We're gonna have a team Forest and a team Eruption.
Okay, I'm taking the chick. The girl is mine. Hold on, is that a girl?
I think so.
Babae ba yan? Ayan, ay nako ate.
Hello, madam!
Ano ka, team Eruption. That's it, baby. Oh,
All right.
sexy. Oh,
Eruption.
Ready.
Eruption, stop trying to please us. Stop trying that, okay? It's me and you and our teammates. Are you ready?
I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. So you first.
Okay, yesterday it was you. So we're gonna go first. Are you ready to dance? You gotta be louder, man. You ready to dance?
Yeah.
breakdance kan. Iya, breakdance. Ada ya.
That was good. That was good. That was good. Come on, give a round of applause. Come on. Wala yan. Team eruption na to. Okay, DJ, cut. DJ, start the music.
Okay, perfect timing. Stop the music. So ate, ready tayo? Pero ikaw mag-isa muna, okay? Sasama ako after, okay? Ready? Okay. Okay. Don't forget. Yes, okay.
Gini rambut harus itu tadi.
DJ, drop the beat.
Wis.
Team eruption.
Rambut aja deh tadi.
No music, thank you, DJ.
Rambutnya lagi. Oh, maksudnya adalah
Gusto ko yun eh.
Let's go. You can't help.
Don't believe we just won. Woo!
DJ, cut music.
That's enough. Halika.
I don't even get that dance, man. Come on.
It's a new style of dancing. New style.
Dude, we got the floss, man.
That's all. No, kasi hindi uso ngayon eh.
Now we got to let the audience choose Sarah.
Okay, everybody, we're gonna hear you cheer for
ini
these
kan
two
habis
teams.
kapaketan lah. Nonton di YouTube tapi yuk. Ampun yang berpaketan tuh nah. Ini YouTube apa? Ampun YouTube tuh habis paketan. Tapi kayaknya lebih ringan pada YouTube pak.
Come on,
Soalnya
man.
kebanyakan nge-lag tuh
Come
ya.
on, he did the floss, he did all justice. You guys.
Paling kayak live streaming anu jualan Mobile Legends. Kayak kita nonton.
Oh, what happened? Ano nangyari?
Okay, so here is the HyperX. We're just going to wait for it. There you go. Thank you so
Who does it go
much.
to? Who does it go to?
It was a unanimous decision. I heard the crowd cheer, and it goes to Team Eruption.
Ngaca dulu,
Congratulations! And congratulations to you two. Thank you for joining.
Magaling ka. Salamat.
Thank you.
Team Ferris versus Team Eruption, 1-1.
Besar bocah ngomong
Yes.
ngomong
We got more of this coming up later, though.
Yahudi
Right? So
bacot.
everybody in the audience, we have more giveaways coming in and
Kamu
more
bocah-bocah
breaks when we have
botolan,
after the
momen.
game. So make sure you stay tuned for that. What's coming up
Tuhan
next,
kok
guys?
dipaki aja.
And next,
We have another
Langsung
game coming
oplak.
up. We have another.
this is a
Botol
free
bacot
game.
ya. Dari tadi yang dipaca tuh gini bagus selalu.
Rematch, okay? Between
Dia
EOS
tinggi.
versus Big Fan.
Man,
Game
this is
control,
a
bacot,
rematch from MPL NYSC. I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Pala lu puyeng.
Alright, so what's on? So stay tuned.
Ngomong apa, Cok?
Pwede kayo kumain, umiinom,
Tai
okay lang?
diem
Ulit
ya.
kayo.
Anjing
Ano,
bocah
panoorin
doang
natin to.
ya. Jadi yang bagus selalu baca dia tadi tuh. Malaysia, Singapura, Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, Kamboja, Kamboja. Orang apa kan main lagi lagi? Orang di limit satu kan main lagi lah. Di Pang sudah diwakili Onik 2 Lopli ini Pang. Karena main namanya ngapa? Karena main ngomong bagus itu dah. Ya, Amar tahu juga. Sudah diwakili masa 4-3-nya orangnya. Ini jam 4-2 sudah orang. Kalau maksudnya pemain itu lagi. Ah, tahu belum tuh? 5 menit lagi. 4 menitan. Jam belum streaming sudah.
our best, and we hope you guys will always support us.
Give us raw.
I am Fix. We are G-Fam.
Main PS kah? Berapa jam? Berapa jam? 1 jam. Nomor 6 bang, 1 jam.
Bagi kami cara yang bukan sahabat-sahabat di kota ini. Kami beragama baik. Once lagi, West Fam.
Kido. Jepel. Jepel. Seoul. Wah, Epos. SG Singapura. Buram guys itu. Sambal. Itu pindah apa tuh Singapura bawah deh dong. Tuh tua semua tuh. Main tuh. Kali muha aja yang tuha. Umur tuh paling 20-an. Muha aja tuha padahal. Muha aja yang tuha. Ya umur 28-an tujuan tuh. Ah, umur 30-an. Bagikan.
The champion of MPL MYSG Season 3. Let's give it up to Bagikan.
Oh ini orang apa nih? Bagikan nih. Thailand masih. Bahasanya juga Thailand.
Okay guys, you guys can shake hand now and take a seat.
Oh Malaysia. Malaysia. Malaysia lawan anu nih Singapura. Kuat dia Malaysia nih kuat dia memang.
Okay guys, take it away.
Dari semalam Maya musuh orang sampai kalah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mobile Legends Southeast Asia Cup 2019. I am Kid, and with me is Rockhart, and we will be your official shoutcasters for the next following matches. And Rockhart, I want to ask you a question right off the bat. What is a fun fact coming into this match?
What is a fun fact? Of course, it has already been mentioned. This is a rematch of
The bat, I want to ask you right away. Who's your prediction? What's your prediction in this match? Let's get on with it.
I think I kind of like what happened there in their home region where, EVOs, they did not practice that much because of, again, very personal issues.
Yes.
Plus, the fact that they were still able to climb back
To the
from
grand final.
such a bad 5-match lose streak.
Yes.
Remember from EVOs, and they were able to recover. I like that, but I feel like GateFab has been playing more consistently, playing more, more strategically, and despite their, what they would say, weakness with too many menace.
Too many minutes. I feel like I don't consider that.
That's not a weakness.
That's not a weakness. In fact, it's a strength. Having a few others to mention, and I must say they have a lot of guts to say that.
Yeah, I feel like this time around, I feel like you have no excuses anymore. You have no region thingamabobs going on.
Yeah.
It is all MYSG. It's all about how skillful you are as a team. And I feel like Geek Fam can win it 2-1. If this is not 2-0, this is 2-1 for Geek Fam. Although I know EVOS, this is a different EVOS from what we've seen before, right? This is a lot different. Like looking at the bracket right now, they know that they have a lot of fighting to do. They have a lot of fighting to do.
Again, if they the fact that they lost in the upper bracket against Louvre Esports.
Yes, and Louvre Esports, I mean, despite a very strong performance by Archangel, they got thrown back. I feel like Archangel just got way too overconfident there. And Louvre Esports, they capitalized. That is just, that is just a sign of a very strong team. So high respect from those guys in the upper brackets. For the meantime, though, lower bracket, I gotta say, it seems like hell. It feels like hell. Because right now, after winning fighting against a very strong competitor with Geek Fam and EVOS Esports, they're gonna have to fight up against Archangel. So, whoever wins here is gonna have a hard time anyway, but let's show them teams and soul on the fighter marksman.
Alright, that is a Singaporean representative, and I must say, there's far too many kids in this game. I have way too many the same names here. But of course, mentioning Geek Fam, this is Arts on the marksman, Dominus on the multi-roll, Too Easy for Jeff, Tank on support, Sword on the multi-roll, Beaks on the assassin/marksman, and Repo on the mage/assassin.
Yeah, that's of course Malaysia representative Geek Fam. So you know what I've noticed, man? Malaysia representative versus SG representative. That's why they have a lot of combos, have a lot of strategies. Featured player, by the way, gonna be Sword Cho in Old Gear Bambi's mage, which is a big problem. Because, of course, EVOs, they also like to pick that Cho so much. It gets banned out from them so many times.
I've never actually seen a Geek Fam game with Cho in it. And it's always Sword does not have a good time whenever he's using another character, even though they win. He just wants that Cho. And, of course, for Old Gear Bambi's Linux, we've seen how much damage you can deal. Even if you're trying to shut down the Linux, when it reaches the mid to the late game, it's a force to be reckoned with. And Odir Bambi is someone you should not underestimate.
Yeah, and not just these heroes, not just these two picks. Obviously, these will be highly prioritized, not just for one team, but for both teams. Lunox is also super strong when Geek Fam picks it up. Cho is super strong when EVOS picks it up. I want to see some really cool stuff going on here. I want to see some very good, weird picks, some off-meta picks, because I feel like they should need something new if ever EVOS wants to take this away from Geek Fam.
I also want to talk about the run back. Okay, this is a rematch. I've mentioned that before. This is a rematch. Although I just had a gut feeling that EVOS might actually take this one.
And there's a good feeling, of course, because again, this is a big difference from a team that barely practiced, that barely had time to prepare. They said that they only had 1 day to prepare for the whole MPL itself. And despite that, ending up in second place and not making it easy for Geek Fam,
it still says
very impressive. It's very, very impressive. So I really want to see what these guys have to offer. This now that they have like 3 weeks, 1 month, one whole month to prepare. Right? Such a big difference that 1 month can make to a team. And again, so many scrims that you can make. Scrim against many international teams. I know they scrim with a lot of teams from the Philippines as well. So
they still made it hard for the other teams to beat them. And if that's not impressive enough, they had enough of time to practice. So I'm very excited how much improvement EVOS Esports have shown.
Exactly. I think the thing that we have to talk about here is the percentages on which these picks are going to be taken, because these two teams, because they are from the same region, they kind of share a lot of the same heroes.
They know each other so well.
Yeah, they play each other so well. They play with each other. They fought for Malaysia, fought for Singapore so many times already by now. I cannot even imagine. So I want to see what kind of weirder picks they can pick up. Something new, strategies that they can deploy, because if you deploy the old ones, there's a good chance that you can just return to the old
familiarity comes to play here because, oh, this guy's gonna go to bot lane because I know him that well. Oh, they're gonna go rotate this way because I know they strategize this way. This is where that's one of the biggest factors coming into this game, and this is a best of 3, so they still have a lot to adjust for, which means adaptability will also be a giant factor here.
Come on, adaptability. Hopefully that's going to be the case. For the meantime, though, let's get into game 1. Evo's Esports
Welek
SG
off
versus
pialanya.
Geek Fam Draft.
And right off the bat, Grok is going to be banned. They don't want that threat of a Grok to
Lambat
just
mainnya
put
betulan.
down that wall and charge in. Of course, especially when they're up against the Geek Fam.
Yeah, Geek Fam feels like we're gonna see a lot of Lunox picks today, obviously. But I feel like that's when Dominus picks it up, it's just so scary. But the Selena, Dominus and Selena also pretty similar to what we saw earlier with Udo. Man, it's so scary to look at. It's like everything. They turn around picks, they dive under tower. Udo deep dives in. We have to be afraid of.
I also want to talk about the earlier games that we've seen. It was Onyx versus, who's the other team? I forgot. It was
Yeah, that was IDNS.
IDNS. Okay, it was Onyx versus IDNS, and of course, Onyx chose for the Diggy and Selena, and Selena's abyssal arrows kept connecting and connecting, and it just stockpiled from there. And of course, Evo's banned out the balloons.
Yeah.
They don't want to deal with that.
Evos is going to be able to pick up a Cho.
Oh
man. Are they going to do it?
Or something else though. I mean, the Kaja is still open.
It really is. Oh my god, you're going to have to make a choice here. Kaja or Cho. Because you can't be able to pick up one. And if you make a choice here, it is going to impact the Cho. Going to pick up Sword. Going to be very, very happy, of course, to see that on the stage. For the meantime, I feel like they will have an available.
Selena is still open, so they might actually potentially go for the Hayabusa Selena combo. But since Cho was taken away, Kaja and the Hayabusa, one of the most powerful picks in this tournament, are picked by Geek Fam.
Yeah, instant kills for the Kaja for sure. With the Divine Judgment, especially if you add on like a strong damage output hero like Granger. Since Claude is not going to be available, expect the Granger pick. Are we going to see a Terizla here for Evos? That is usually what comes up in the second rotation. And that's something I'm very excited about.
Alright, Terizla. I've seen a Terizla being rushed into me.
There you go.
There we have it. We already mentioned it. Terizla, since yesterday, has been picked so frequently, rushed pick rather, in the second pick or third pick, and it's just very uncharacteristic for all of these teams. I wonder what the secret can be. I still have no idea what the secret can be, what the secret tech could be for these teams, but the Terizla seems
Evos, they are doing it right now.
Indeed. And now they also have the Gujan, so the squishies have to be very careful, especially the Kaja. The Kaja has to be weary about this Gujan because he can just get one shot. He will be one shot by this Gujan. But also to mention,
That's a difficult hero to one shot. You were just talking about one shots. How do you one shot an Esmeralda?
How do you one shot an Esmeralda? That is a big question.
Yeah.
Top 10 things science still can't answer. How do you one shot an Esmeralda? Esmeralda one shots you. And of course the Gujan, it's kind of a back and forth for Esmeralda and Gujan. And the Kaja is gonna play a big factor here. As soon as the Divine Judgment comes in, the Gujan, the Hayabusa will follow up, and it's just gonna be a guaranteed kill.
That is a bit weird. Are you looking at the Leomord ban here?
The Leomord ban?
Are they scared of the Leomord ban?
It's reasonable. I think it's a bit going to be bad. You were predicting that Granger was going to be picked, right?
Yeah, no more Granger.
No more
Thank you so much for validating that for me, Geek Fam. However, of course, that does limit themselves as well. Like, how are they going to pick up some long-range damage output here? That's something I want to see, and it's going to be very difficult for Geek Fam to think one out.
Alright, so what is it going to be? Of course,
They don't care about damage.
They don't care. The Minotaur is going to be picked for Geek Fam. That's one tank already. The Grok was taken away. This leaves Evo's Esports with maybe a Lolita or a surprise Hylos pick.
Come on. We've seen that.
Seen this yesterday.
It's all in, like an all melee comp, where if we don't have range, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna run towards you.
We're gonna rush towards you, and we're gonna get guaranteed kills that we want. But here's the thing: if they don't play I forgot about the Akai. The Akai was also a consideration. With your Harry in as well.
Yeah, if you have like 5 people running towards you, you know what? Akai's Hurricane Dance is a perfect option to remove any possibility of a strong dive. So if they can use this properly, I have no doubt that EVOS is going to be able to kite with the carry, with the cushion.
Oh my goodness, the carry is going to be indeed a big problem for Geek because they are all melee. And the Selena for the first one, the Abyssal Arrow, is going to contain the person who's going to get stunned, followed up with the Kaja for the Divine Judgment, and possibly even the Shadow Kill for some overkill for Hayabusa.
Yeah, again, Hayabusa seems to be one of the strong picks here for Geek Fam. Again, the Selena, as expected, will be used by Dominus. Such a strong EVOS is going to roar, or will the fam be bigger here in the third series for today?
Very high damage output coming in for Geek Fam, and I'm so excited to see the aggression in this type of composition because what is this? EVOS. EVOS are, it's kind of a balanced type of composition. They can go in, they can also get out. But there's only one type of playstyle fitting for Geek Fam right now, and I cannot wait until this game starts. And
here we go.
And gentlemen, the game is paused right off the bat.
Let's hold out for a pause. Again, we're talking about how the Selena is going to be used up here a lot. You gotta notice, man, a lot of mages, despite being a tank mage, Selena is one of the squishier mages as well. I mean, it takes such maneuverability to actually get the Selena, off the ground, and a good sense of game sense. You have to predict. You have to be good at predicting, as well as going to be able to, make the good decision when to dive, when to back off, when to run, where to place those traps. Because again, those traps actually serve as the wards. Of course, no wards means that you're gonna have to be able to, have to be more careful when checking the brushes, and Selena makes that so much more easier.
And the main objective of the Selena here, aside from the Minotaur being the main engaged character of Geek Fam, the Selena plays the role of the engager because of that Abyssal Arrow from downtown. If you get hit, you're guaranteed death. And the Minotaur will follow up as well. So if the Minotaur is not present, it's the Selena's job to do it. It's the Selena's job to engage from far away.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the long-range engagement is something that we're going to have to look out for because we also have to take into consideration there's a Kaja. So the moment you get hit by a stun that's greater than 1 second, expect that guy to be there.
To just pull you in. And my goodness, Selena will play a big role in this game.
Yes.
And that's no doubt. That's no doubt already. But let's talk about EVOS Esports' composition. They have a Gushan. They also have a Cho. How will this work out?
I feel like the Cho Gushan, they kind of want to just go around the map and then pick off someone, knock them up with the Cho, Wave the Dragon maybe if you're comfortable, and then just spam the Shadow Blades. Those Shadow Blades are going to be the key here. The combo of the Cho and Gushan, that's a strong roaming composition.
Yeah.
So if you can make full use of that, you'll be able to make the team into a 4v, team fight into a 4v5 right away if they're not ready for it.
And also to mention a win condition for EVOS here because I'm still questioning their picks. I think Geek Fam won the drafting phase, but EVOS Esports, the way for them to win this game is to shut down that Kaja. So one-shot the Kaja and not get hit by consistent Abyssal arrows.
Yeah, which is the funny thing, right? Like, their mission is to shut down these guys. Like, oh my gosh, come on. They don't have, like, a straightforward win condition aside from, like, completely countering what they can do. I mean, the Kaja can counteract the Akai, remember? Because you can't Hurricane Dance out of that Divine Judgment.
Yeah.
So it's like a two-pronged scenario where if you don't shut down the Kaja, he's going to be able to do massive damage. But if you focus too much on the Selena, the Kaja's going to pick you up. So focus on one of these guys, it's going to be very bad. So you have to focus on both of them at the same time.
Do you think Geek Fam should focus on the Akai more before they start a clash? Because the Minoan Fury is going to be used, but the Hurricane Dance is still there. So do you think they
they should wait for the Akai to be caught with the Abyssal Arrow and just focus him and then go straight to the others.
Yeah,
That's going to be the game plan.
That's probably going to be it. So let's see if that's going to be happening as we head into game 1. Evo's Esports SG versus Geek Fam. I think they're going to have to remake. Oh, okay. They're going to have to remake.
They're going to have to remake. So, ladies and gentlemen, a few moments ago, there was a couple of technical difficulties, but we will have a remake as soon as possible. It's going to be quick picks this time around. But again, the Gujon pick, the Cho pick, it's really good for Evo's Esports, but Geek Fam, a very aggressive type of team composition. And of course,
before we get started, we have
a few announcements. Guys, we are live on Facebook Gaming, and Mobile Legends Southeast Asia Cup 2019 is brought to you by EGG Network and Bunsan. Not forgetting our legendary sponsor Smart and elite sponsor Realme and HyperX.
Don't forget, all of this is live here in the Smart Araneta Coliseum in Cubao, Manila, Philippines. So if you're in the area, you can still drop by. Tickets are available on ticketnet.com.ph, or you can actually walk straight in and get the tickets at the booth. And a lot of goodies, a lot of prizes are being given away here, as you can see earlier. See, a lot of these guys can do crazy stuff like this, and it's all good. We're all Mobile Legends fans out here, so we hope to see you here. Not just today, but also tomorrow, where we will be crowning the best in Southeast Asia for Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
And to also prove it, they've already given away 2 skin codes so far. They've already gave away 2 skin codes.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? People were rushing to go into their game and just redeem it. I would have got it. I would have got it.
I think I need some of those as well. I was thinking if I should get it, and I thought, yeah, you know what? Let's not. There's a little bit of a thing that you have to think about the fans first.
Ethics first.
Yeah, ethics. So it's absolutely fine to. It's absolutely fun here. You can see everyone is so. This is the mythic tickets. These are the mythic tickets. Everyone's almost filled up. So they're getting a lot of. They also get a random epic skin, which is so cool. I cannot believe I didn't buy a mythic ticket so soon. I wish I got one just for the epic skin. But so far, not just that. To see the action unfold here in Smart Araneta Coliseum, it is such an honor. It is such a very powerful crowd here as well. Whenever something happens, I know you guys heard it. Even if you're on the live stream, you can hear them through the mics of the casters, right?
The crowd is wild.
They go really wild. So again, please come on over to the Smart Araneta Coliseum and get ticketnet.com.ph. All of that info is available on msc.mobilelegends.com.
Especially when it was Archangel up. You know, it was
especially that time,
the
man.
stadium went.
They were literally roaring, and that's something I want to see. I want to see the stadium roar when Evos wins.
I mean, I felt the ground shake as soon as Archangel won game 1.
Yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate, of course, that they lost 2-1.
Indonesian powerhouse.
By Indonesian powerhouses, Mover Esports. Again, that's something that we're going to have to watch out for later on, because I think they will still be playing. So you're not too late, guys. You always have the ability to play here whenever you come here and watch here. So don't forget, it's going to be a really intense action here. So please drop on by.
But you know what's a very terrible thing?
What?
The Filipino to Filipino Grand Finals is impossible now.
Yeah, that's the thing right now.
Goodness.
If you've been watching since the start, it's not gonna happen. But for the meantime, let's talk about the game. Evo's Esports SG versus Geek Fam. For Evos, we have JPL on the Cho, Soul on Teresa, Potato on the Kari, Ace on the Akai, and Odir Bambi. He's on the Cushion. They're not having a hard time on the ball top lane.
Ripple dangerously low right now, being chased down by Teresa, and the first blood to come in for Teresa. Soul will take his own soul. And of course, to mention Geek Fam's line, oh my goodness, JPL is going to converge on too easy for Jeps, but he will back away because the tower shots are getting too nasty.
Yeah, he flickered in. Level 1 Cho.
Level 1
flickering over the tower just to get in range. That just goes to show the priority of Evo's Esports here. Get
on the Esmeralda. Dominus on the Selena. Too easy for Jeps on the Minotaur. Zorn on the Kaja, and Beaks on the Hayabusa. And of course, Geek Fam walk away from that one.
What a very powerful showing here for the top lane already of Evo's Esports SG. Bottom lane, they already have Potato with Ace going on babysitting duties. So it's just gonna be chilling for the big majority of the time. So this is the plan for Evos, right? Get Potato items, have Ace protect them. Then the other three, they will go for the kill.
Basically, just don't let Potato die.
Yeah, don't let Potato
Let
die.
Potato die. And of course, for Dominus, for Geek Fam rather, have the Selena land the arrows, and they'll be Gucci. They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Yeah, they are absolutely fine. And Evos, they're just trying to make pickups while at the same time not giving away too much. JPL looks like he wants to get something done, but it will not happen. He's not level 4 yet, so he doesn't have Wave the Dragon. No potential for pickoffs yet. And now Geek Fam, they know they're on the hunt.
Despite the fact that Evos got the first blood, it is still kind of a slow-paced game. They're still hiding in the bushes right now, hoping to get a pick-off. But look at this, the Abyssal Arrow is going to be thrown out. And still no Divine Judgment. Level 4 for Zorn already, but does not connect in any Divine Judgment whatsoever, and they will walk away. But at this point, the Turtle is going to be worked on, and JPL is going to walk in, and the Divine Judgment connects to the Gujon, and JPL will be the last one left. Ace is just hiding behind that Turtle pin. Will they contest this though? That is the big... He's gonna come. Joe is gonna slay the Selena, and of course Ace is gonna be the only one left. It is a 3v2, but they choose not to go for it now. It is a 2-for-2.
And that's a very powerful showing there for Geek Fam, letting Evos know that you cannot just bully us non-stop. We will be able to fight back as long as we get a good position, and you cannot take objectives away from us that easily.
Again, it's not much of a difference right now. The gold lead is just like 200 gold lead and just equal 2 kills, and now the carry, just what they wanted, to be left alone to farm. And Soul is going to deal with this 2v2 at this point. Top lane, he's proxying it in, but the Gujon is in the back lines, if you can see the map right now.
Yeah, the map seems a lot more open as well for the Evos Esports SG because of the pressure and because the minion with control. JPL, Wave the Dragon, into Zorn, gonna be able to back off for the meantime. Cushion Blades not gonna be reaching him just yet.
Yeah, they're probably gonna force this one. Repo is in fact chasing Soul down. Sword probably has flicker rather, and go for the Divine Judgment, but no, I don't think they will. Soul is gonna wait. Soul's gonna wait. And he's probably gonna converge on top lane. From top lane for sure.
There we go.
Divine Judgment is gonna connect, but the Abyssal Arrow will not find anybody. But they will be able to dive this one if they choose to do so. It is they are getting dangerously low right now. Soul is just a few more hits away, but they don't want to risk it right now. Dominus is taking a lot of tower shots, and the mid lane turn in exchange will be destroyed.
Too easy for Jeffy. He just stood there. He knew he couldn't kill the minion anymore. That's why he just let it go. And again, tried not to get himself killed. Top lane.
Beaks is going to be converged on by 4 people. The tower dive, and the 4 people will be able to get that bottom lane turn as well. Zorn just trying to zone them off. Trying to zorn them off.
Zorn him off, yeah. Zorn him off, my brother. Alright, so Evos, again, they have a great composition for a Hayabusa. You know what? They can kill the Hayabusa with the Akai very easily as long as he gets caught. And that's what's happening right now. So I really like that Geek Fam is, they're still aware that they have a win condition, and they are trying to make a kill work here.
They are trying to look for the Selena as well, trying to not get caught by the Abyssal Arrow, and that's how Evos Esports is going to win. As long as the Gujon catches that Selena or the Kaja, they will win the clash guaranteed. And Geek Fam, I know they're already aware of that, and they should be super careful.
Absolutely, the awareness as well for Geek Fam that, you know what, we cannot fight just yet. Hayabusa does not have items. He cannot do the shadow kills very effectively. So right now, what Evos is doing, they're hunting them down. They know this.
They know how to shut down the Hayabusa, and there goes the Divine Judgment is getting connecting. The Hurricane Dance is also proc, but no clash will happen. Just one more hit in that tower though, and here it goes. They're still very persistent about this.
That was a pretty perfectly timed Purify there for that carry and allowed that carry to make a big escape, despite, you know, that was supposed to be a kill. Even if you're under level, even if the items aren't good, you can still do that as long as someone has Divine Judgment. Speaking of Divine Judgment, it's gonna be a sword being caught off by the Akai. No one there to follow up, but for the meantime, I feel like Evos, they're slowly treading into Geek Fam territory.
I mean, they already have the map control right now. Evo's Esports is looking good so far, but they're also invading the jungle. That's the thing. You always gotta take into consideration how the jungle is being controlled by either of the teams. But it looks like Evo's Esports is doing that right now.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful how they're making the turns looking work as well. You know, when you said we have turns on 50% win rate, more or less. Right now, you're making it
right now,
work.
the abyssal arrow does not find anybody. That was a potential clash over there. That was really good, and that Soul survives the wrath of 3 people. That was kind of weird.
It really was. At the same time, look at Evo's JPL. He's just walking on the side. He's waiting for someone to get in the wrong position, waiting for him to go the way of the dragon, while the top lane is pushing.
Top lane is pushing indeed, and now Soul is being converged on once more, but Soul, he's soulless. You can't kill him, but
Except like that. Except the tower.
the caster's curse.
Yeah.
Right? The caster's curse. I spoke too soon, but okay, Soul is gonna be taken down by that tower, giving Fam a lot more advantages.
I guess a hero can't kill him, but a tower is a different story. It's true damage. You cannot reduce that at all.
Yeah.
So for the meantime, it's going to be Geek Fam. They lost, they got a soul for the meantime. Of course, there will be a turtle open. This will be the next point extension for both of these teams.
Now they're just waiting in the wings right now, trying to look for that potential pickup. The Lord has respawned. They know where it is, but they want to get one character off. They want to get one hero off, and JPL is going to run into the entire enemy team right now, knocking them both up. And now the Divine Judgment is going to connect as well. He will be taken down. It is now a 4v5. This could be an easy Lord for Geek Fam.
This feels like a very easy one for Geek Fam. As long as one has Divine Judgment, but right now it's not going to be a case. Minnow and Fury could be proc very soon here. Gotta be careful. Right now they are going and converging around the Lord area. Minnow and Fury locked down. Only JP, only Ace, and everyone else.
Follow-up.
Yeah, no follow-up. So Geek Fam being very indecisive here. It's so difficult for this to work without the Minnow and Fury. So they back off, they try again later when it's on cooldown.
It could have been a really good Lord for them if they just went without the Cho. The Cho bottom and one Lord in the mid lane as well. They have to take that into consideration. A potential clash might happen right now.
Will he use the penalty zone? That's going to be the question.
The 1000 Pounder is going to be used. The Hurricane Dance is also proc right now. The Divine Judgment on Reaper, and they will be shut down. The Gushon, the Esmeralda also out of this fight. It is now a 5v3. What will Geek Fam do? The too easy for Jumpy, getting dangerously low. The Incandescence is also activated, and he will be able to take down the Minotaur, and the mid lane turret will be destroyed.
That is basically an Evos. No one left to defend against it. They will take game 1 of this series. Geek Fam is gonna be behind by 1.
Alright, so as I predicted, Evo's Esports will take game 1, but it's still not the entire series though.
That's
Geek
right.
Fam still has a potential comeback factor in this game, but I'm sure our friends Matthew and Gideon will be super happy
Oh,
about
they
this.
are gonna be jumping, I am sure. So I want to see those guys' reaction later on.
I mean, I see Gideon right now.
Yeah, he's very happy. I think he's just fixing himself after jumping here. So, Evo's, I mean, so non-stellar performance. He missed the very big penalty zone, but everyone else did fair job. What a beautiful performance and a beautiful engage during that last one. And that left Geek Fam without any means of answering that very quick 10 minute and 45 second game.
The main mistake of Geek Fam there was they were very separated in terms of team fight.
Yes.
Repo went straight into the enemy team with the falling star moon. The one, he was already focused at that moment on. But let's look at the highlights right now.
Yeah, let's have a look, check out the highlights here. Of course, Ripple is also just very strong in the early game. I mean, but he overestimated himself, right?
Yeah.
That should have been a very strong Esmeralda, but we did not see any impact at all. The Geek Fam win condition was to get solo kills, which again, kind of
It didn't work. It didn't work. They tried to get solo kills, but it was way too late. Evo's Esports, the comeback factor, and also how they can just push in and get out. The Evo's Esports did that perfectly, and Geek Fam could not respond perfectly. And look at this. He went on his own with the falling star moon, and he got focused. That was
so disjointed there by Geek Fam. So right now, Evos, they're seeming to be a bit of a different form from what we saw in the previous MPL Season 3 Malaysia-Singapore Grand Finals. So, man, my prediction is going to be turned around here very quickly. I can already feel it right here.
I mean, Geek Fam can still come back for this. This is the